Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to my channel. Today's sketch is this one right here. It is from Scrap Friends in Australia. Now I am going to ignore these large hexagon shapes for photos and journaling. I'm going to be using my beehive stencil from Scrapping Reflections to get my hexagons on the page. And then I also have this cute black and white paper from Close to My Heart that I'm going to be using, and of course my lovely leftovers kit for the month because I'm trying to kill it and the month's almost over. I do have a photo. It's a screenshot of when I hit 2,000 subscribers on YouTube last year, so let's see what I can do. Alright, it's funny how I knew I was not going to follow this sketch exactly just by looking at it. And I think that that is one of the things you have to remember about sketches, is that you don't have to follow it exactly. I like hexagons, but honestly, cutting my photos into the shape of a hexagon just makes me want to kind of cringe. You know what I'm saying? Not my cup of tea. Would rather cut them into circles than I would cut them into hexagons. Now, I did use the beehive stencil, and I just made sure to kind of put it on this diagonal bit. Now I do go ahead and use a wood grain washi to start masking off some of these spaces. Now in this sketch, the diagonal lines kind of go all the way down to the bottom right hand corner, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do it on this top corner, and it's going to make me happy. Now I am going to, there's my lemon paper. So I was looking around for my lemon paper and I couldn't find it, and I knew I had it, and apparently it's on the B, it's on, well, this is the A side. I'm using the B side though. Who would have thought it? Now I do grab this khaki tape from my stash, and it just has things like simple pleasures, love this, hello there, and I figure that those kind of things are, you know, they're okay sentiments for kind of celebrating when I hit 2K. So now I'm using the camera print paper, and on the back is this really gorgeous blue color with plus signs on it. And you know, you get a beautiful paper like that rainbow camera print and you're like, I just need to use this. But you know what? No, those plus signs are gorgeous, so I'm going to use them. I am also going to go ahead and leave on that branding strip on the piece of paper, and then I decide that I need that wood grain back, so I'm going to put another strip there. And then I'm thinking about what I should put up in this final corner, and ultimately I decide to do more of the plus sign paper because I just think it looks cool. I really like this dark blue with the pink inking through the stencil I did. For some reason, it just makes me feel all kinds of happy. I just love it. I love the color combo. I do go ahead and add a little bit more adhesive to that one little corner so it doesn't pop off, and then I'm going to figure out how to get my photo down on this layout. So I'm thinking, is it going to be a photo mat? Am I going to pop it up on fun foam? What am I going to do? So I go ahead and grab this hunter green cardstock. It's just an 8.5 by 11 cardstock. Nothing fancy to it, and I trim it down to 4.5 by 6.5, and that's going to give me a nice thick border around my photo. And I do that because I don't want the photo getting lost in all of the stuff that's going on in the background. I do cut off a little piece of tulle and place that down, and it gets adhered on with some fun foam. So I end up popping the photo up. I've got this great floral piece on it right here, and then I have this puffy sticker that says lovely, and I add on this little pink tab thing right here. I figured there's a bunch of embellishment and such things going on in the sketch, so I might as well add a fun few little things here over on the stripey bits. Now this ticket right here doesn't do what I want it to do, so I rip it in half and have both of the halves sticking out from underneath of the photograph. and I decide to leave the lovely word. Now I'm just going through all of my stash and my stickers and everything from this lovely leftovers kit that I have going on, and anything that might even remotely work, we're going to make happen. Now I feel like a lot of the times when I am scrapbooking a milestone YouTube layout, they can be kind of like weird and funky and just like a plethora of supplies, because it's just a screenshot. I mean, it's a moment that I want to document. There's a story behind it. There's joy behind it, but it's not something that, you know, has to be epically gorgeous. Like, I try not to put pressure on myself as it is when I'm scrapbooking, but these kind of layouts are even less pressure, if that makes sense. You know, it's just all right, let's do this and let's figure out what I can throw on this page and make work. So that is what I have done with all of these banners that are down here at the bottom. And then I decide I need a little bit more of that beautiful blue color, so I cut a little strip and have it poking out of my photo mat. And then I find this sticker. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It's a pink and blue sticker, and it coordinates with the colors, so that's going to get popped on there as well. And then I had popped out these brackets because I wanted to bracket in my title, which is something funky, you guys, because about 10, 12 years ago, I want to say, maybe even more, I was vehemently opposed to brackets in my scrapbooking. And they were all the rage for a while, and I hated them. But now, you know, every once in a while, I don't mind a set of good brackets on a layout. Doesn't bother me whatsoever. So now I have my sticker sheets, and I'm coming to the end of a lot of these sticker sheets. So that is really exciting for me, and I'm just going to go ahead and keep on clustering and building all kinds of fun little bits. Now, I felt like this floral piece down here was a little bit too soft pink, and I needed to get some of that fuchsia-esque pink in there. So I grab a water brush, and I'm just pulling ink off of my ink pad and painting some of those really light pink areas to have them show up a little bit more brightly so that they coordinate with this honeycomb kind of look I have going on with the hexagons. And I'm loving it. I also decide to add some of that ink color to the banner down there so it doesn't have like this pop of stark white against the background, and I'm liking that. And then I decide I need to add in little bits up here in my stripes. But I get distracted and decide I need more flowers over here. So I trim off those 2 flowers because it was a little bit large for my purposes. And then I'm going to tuck it in there. And now I have a floral over here on the left of my photo, and also a floral down here. It's kind of on the bottom and kind of on the right, but we're going left and right. It's on the diagonal. Everything is on the diagonal. And that would feel kind of weird not to have it on the diagonal since I have so many of these strips of paper. I just go through and get all of the tabs and place those all around the paper. I can't find the other piece of the bracket that I tore apart. I don't know what it is, but I keep losing things during my videos. First I lost the Misty magnet. Now I lost a piece of the bracket. And I mean, who in the world knows where it is? I'm picking out some of these word phrases that I think can apply. So I'm just going to place those around, and then I'm pulling out that beautiful, beautiful grunge board, and that is going to be painted with the ink pad as well. I'm going to go ahead and make it that fuchsia pink color. I don't even remember what the color's name is. Oh, it's raspberry. It's raspberry. But I like calling it fuchsia pink because that's what it looks like to me. So I am toying with the idea of inking it up. I also pull out my black Copic marker because that's what I have been doing with the letters from the grunge board set. I've been marking them up with a black marker. But you know, I didn't want it to be black this time. I wanted it to be this pink color. So we're going to make that happen. And it turns out pretty good. You know, way back in the day when grunge board first came out, if I used to paint over them like with a color or something, I used to paint them white and then paint over it because I didn't want the color mixing with the grayish color of the grunge board. But you know what? It turned out fine. I am not worried about it whatsoever. So I get that off to the side and figure out where it's going to go. And I kind of like it here in the corner. There's just a little bit of a naked space right there. And it's kind of like, okay, what goes here? So my title's going to go there. And we're just going to title it 2K because that is what we are documenting, is when I hit the 2,000 subscribers. And then I go to get all of these stickers down, and I realize that the month sticker that I put down there says July, but this did not happen in July. This happened in February. So I'm going to have to fix that. Now I am also going to add a little bit of liquid adhesive to all of these flat stickers. And that really is a crying shame that you have to add liquid adhesive to flat stickers these days too, and not just like thicker stickers. So I put back the July and tuck back in the February, and then I'm feeling pretty good about that. So now I am going to go to my stash one more time, and I have these bright fuchsia pink hearts along with a bunch of other colors, but I really want to sprinkle around these pink hearts, so I just go ahead and do that in each of the clusters, and then I also kind of do it up there with the stripy bits. I'm going to put down the date, and that is going to do it, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me while we are going through 100 sketchy videos. We're a little over halfway there, you guys. It has definitely been a fun ride, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.